What is going on? Welcome, everyone. And today we are going to trade Netflix, do some short term option and a long term one in a small account. So let's jump right into it. So, Netflix is going to have earnings pretty soon. Now, these are prices after the close. Um, and it was down 2% today. So, let's take a look. Um, I today put on a broken wing butterfly, and usually what that entails is you're buying your wings out, which is the butterfly, which these are your wings right here, the 495 and the 480, and you are buying selling two shorts. So let's go ahead. And so the price for that was 69 cents. But this is the magic part that I love the most. The buying power effect, you're putting up about $431 just to put this up. Now here it's telling you your max profit is 569, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But the most important part is how close we are to the stock price. And that's just because, in my opinion, there's a possibility Netflix can pop up. There is a possibility it can go down. I'm not sure. I don't play too much direction. I like to stay neutral most of the time. But we have a pop of 74%. But if I take you guys over to the analyze page and take a look at this here real quick. All right, give me a second here. All right. As you can see, we have this like nice little triangle here, right? So if in 4 days, when expiration happens, if um if Netflix goes down and hits our two short strikes at the 490, we can take out 500 bucks out of this. Now that's usually not never happens all the time because the price has to technically get pinned at the 490. But you can definitely take a good 20-30% out of this, and that's good enough for me. Um, Now, if, and this is today's pricing, but if, you know, Netflix decides to drop another 2% today, I'm sorry, tomorrow and the next day after, well, the most you can make on this is 69 cents, which is $69. So you can also take about a good 20-30% of that out of that. So, you know, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. And again, that's you're in a small account. I mean, when you're trying to build your account up, you're going to take these smaller wins. Sometimes you'll take these bigger wins. Just we don't know what happens, when the market opens tomorrow morning. But these are your options that you can have, and you could do these in a small account um, because you are buying out these risks, which helps lower that out. Because just selling only two puts can put you at, I don't know, well over 3,000 just to put up, especially when you're in a small account like that. When you only have like 5,000 or 10,000, if you're already at a $20,000 account, I mean, but you can still put these broken wing butterflies on, but you also want to minimize your risk as well. Um, and so I love this. So if this continues to work out, um, you know, uh, as you can see, if we hypothetically we get towards 1 day and it still stays here, we can take about 72 bucks out of this. Um, if the price continues to go down right there and volatility decides to collapse, that's where you're going to see most of your money. So that theoretical potentially making 500 is just with volatility collapsing on that. So, but let's go ahead and take a look at some other ones here. Um, if you are nervous about going into a 4-day, especially with earnings, usually I would never recommend this, only because earnings is around the corner, but because volatility is probably going to get pumped in. There's a few things you can do. Now, an iron condor is your next option. And as you can see, there is a lot of call skew happening here, and I can show you. So if normally an iron condor, you can be very neutral and just see where the stock moves, whether it's up or down. But usually that back and forth helps your stock out, helps your position out more when the stock is moving out that way. But if we were to go to the 20 delta, which is the 445, and just go $5 wide, and then we look for that. You can go either the 575 or the 580 to get close to that delta. Um, but it's a little skewed, as you can see. It's not a normal iron condor, but it's okay. Even if you skewed in and you felt like, Netflix is still gonna stay here at this price or go up another 2%, and you have that time decay happening on your side, you're only putting up $327. Pop of 59 only because you're skewing it, but that's if you're trying to be a little bit neutral and directionally biased, just a little bit. And your max profit on this would be 173 between the width of those strikes, which is $5. Um, Another thing you can do, since the IV rank is low, but in the monthly options, it's not high, but you can see that um, volatility looks like it's going to get pumped, or at least you can see the option prices here are a lot higher than your monthly expirations. So what you can do too is do a debit spread, and usually you can kind of imitate your 1-to-1 here, but if you did this, doing the selling the 445 on the call side and buying your wing out on the 440, you can put up $400 to make $100. Um, you can also continue to move those strikes in just a little bit, and even if you did this, not a ton of interest there, but even if you did this, you can put up essentially, around 400 to make 105. You just can keep playing with this, just to kind of get a good number. So putting up 350, making $150, and hoping that the stock price goes up even after its earnings. So you can play that as well. So um, gave you some three different trades you guys can kind of focus on and see, but just helping people out in smaller accounts to kind of really visually and see how this really looks. So hopefully this helped. Um, if you have any other questions or concerns, write them in the comments below. And don't forget, if you are interested in Tastyworks, definitely check it out. Um, they have just the best rates that you can ask for. So opening up options per leg is $1. Closing them are 0. You can even do options on futures. And even if you don't know too much, as long as you know a little bit of options, you can still do options on futures. Um, I think their commission rates are really good. So definitely check that out. Other than that, I will see you guys on the flip side. Be safe, safe trading. Have a great one, y'all. Take care.